Hello everybody, they're calling me and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer, where today we hopefully conclude the deep dive into Big Pharma, which means we might fill one more of these gaps on the wall, as it should be our 50th campaign victory. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have got a few people that we need to take out before we can call the job done. Let's go check where these people are hiding today. I believe Bangkok was one of the locations, it certainly is. And then we have Ambrose and Scale, which is probably the showdown. Yes, it's got a poison target objective, which is always good for identifying that you've got the right person. So we'll start with Bangkok, probably. It's got a safe. Ambrose doesn't have a safe. Does Prestige have anything to say about the matter? Unsilenced pistol kill epic's not terribly challenging, so I don't mind taking that to alerted Bangkok, although no bodies found. Yeesh. But maybe that's fine. There's plenty of places in Bangkok where you can drag people behind two doors and then you can hit them with an unsilenced pistol. But then again, maybe we just bring an assault rifle after all, because can't hurt, can it? We'll certainly bring our usual stuff. We need to poison a target with a dart gun, so that's not too much of an issue, I would think. Not much else we definitely need. So let's grab some gun. We'll bring our Red Trinity because we like this. And let's see. We could bring the ornamental assault rifle, but it's not epic enough. So scratch that. We could bring our makeshift scrap one again, but no, let's bring the TAC-4 AR Desert. That will get the job done nicely. Only one disguise as well. So, hotel security, I guess. It's generally a good outfit. Let's see how we're doing. So, one of our targets roams about down here. It's a elusive target version of the map, because there's one strolling away from us right now and there's a couple of soldiers about as well. So this target could probably use a seeker dart. But then where would she go? Maybe she would just be kind and she would end up over here somewhere. That would be alright. Our other targets are Able to Silver, who shouldn't be too hard to take out. But again, hiding the body could be tricky. And JD downstairs should be an easier hide than most. Now, who is eyeing me up there? It's Abel himself, of course it is. So that might be both of our seeker darts employed, which means let's head downstairs first. Well then, let's just double check. Is she going to have a drink? She's sat over there with one of the elusive targets, I guess. So, I guess she's just going to follow him around wherever he goes. Which is a pain. I don't know those two. And I don't know their routine or anything like that. So, yeah, not ideal. Now, the usual route into here, is that ideal? There are two Securo men over there. And we don't want any bodies to be found. So is that way the best way to get a security guard outfit? Or should I be looking elsewhere for one? Maybe I should be looking elsewhere. Maybe we should get our key card and go up to our room. Okay, now we've got the key card, we might be able to lure a guard into our room. Maybe. Let's see, we're out of here. Ah! Target JD has moved upstairs. Well, that's...
Right there.
It's not the end of the world. I mean, we might still be okay with getting her at some point, especially if she moves back downstairs at some point. Now. Okay, that was hotel security this time. Well, resort staff, I should say. But next time it might be hotel security.
Oh, come on.
So let's drag you out of the way. Perhaps I should have dragged you into the bedroom instead of the bathroom, because there's a slim chance that a seeker target is going to end up coming up into this room. But I don't think it's very likely at all, so it should be fine. Those guys don't want to hear this, it seems. Oh no, they did. Eventually. Good. So this is an outfit cupboard. It's not the best outfit for Alerted, but it's an outfit. Although, he is now gonna...
Forget it. I don't see anything.
Oh, come on, you heard that, surely. You definitely heard that. Yeah, you come and have a look, my friend. Down you go. And there we are. We are security. Which means we can just openly carry our assault rifle now. So I think we'll do that. Actually, I am going to move this woman across. I'm just paranoid now that I'm going to seek someone and they're going to come up to this room to have a chuck. So let's move this woman into my bedroom where nobody is going to go. Now, what's the next step? Oh. Is that guy normally there? I don't think so. Do we care that he's there, or should we just run past him? What's he going to do? Turns out the answer is not even get suspicious, because we're just too quick for him.
Stay safe out there, security man.
Now, down we go. I want a key card. Where's Flatcap? There he is. Should probably take out Flatcap as well, just because he roams about quite a bit. And we don't want him spotting us doing anything untoward. Is that door closed? Good. I was like, I don't know if I've got time to go and close that door manually, so I'm just going to hope that it's closed in time before I deal with Flatcap. There's JD again. So she comes into that room for sure. So we could clear this room out and then wait for her to return, because there aren't enough cupboards and whatnot to hide everyone who's in here. She's going back that way. How long is she there for? I don't know. And I don't know which way she's going to go when she leaves there. Okay, looks like she's going away from us. Yeah, you go see. That noise was basically telling you to take the rest of the night off. And if she's back again. So she's got a complicated route, this one. And now she's going to head upstairs and do her thing up there. So let's get our man over to the cupboard.
Who is throwing stuff around here? Come on!
And that's this room cleared for when she returns. Excellent. There's also a camera out here though that I'm not a huge fan of.
What the?
Yeah, I thought they might hear that, but that's fine.
Hey, can someone check that out quickly?
Now, do we go about business elsewhere, or do we just be patient and wait for her to return? I don't know how long it's going to take her to get around, and it could be the case that we go and do our business elsewhere, and then we come back and we find that we've just missed her again. I mean, it's all the same to you guys, so I'm just going to edit past anything that's not involving actual murderizing. I think I'd wait for her. If there's something I've learned in Freelancer, especially on hardcore, but also in general, it's that the patient option is nearly always the better option. And that's why we shall remain here for the moment. And track her movements. Here she comes. I guess Unsilenced Pistol wouldn't have been the biggest issue either for her, for the prestige, because we could have knocked her out, just dragged her over to this bin, put a round in her, and then hidden her before anyone showed up. But either way, epic assault rifle is generally the easier option. It does limit us though on disguise choices because it's a large gun. We'll see if that comes back to haunt us. But I don't think it will, because given where Abel is standing, we're going to need an outfit that will allow us to hold a gun, probably, because we've got some poison dart shooting to be done. But then again, if we're shooting someone with a poison dart and being seen to do it, then it doesn't matter what outfit we're in. So we are going to still have to be stealthy to avoid the attention of troublesome folk.
Sorry to inform you
Yeah,
that
we're
this
not
is
allowed
off
through there
limits.
as hotel security, so we'll go up and around. We'll just go past Mrs. Mukjai. There's our other target again that we're not sure how to deal with just yet. No, we're not going to get in bother for walking behind her, are we? What's her official name? Is it the Gold Digger? She's the wife of the former dictator. Then we've got Food Critic over there. There's elusive targets everywhere. Now, what about you two?
You look well prepared.
I'm well prepared. Now, if you and your friend could both disappear at the same time, that would be great. You guys over there can't really see me, can you?
Security on site. Sweet.
Yeah, if we stand here, we should be alright. As long as this waiter disappears. Right, she's on a move. I think we're going to be okay.
Let me through. Blood touch the bait going down and coming up.
And all being well, Abel's just going to head downstairs and into the toilets. Yeah, keep going, don't turn right. Good man. Now, it looks like the two cubicles are both empty, so that's good. Will they stay empty though, is the question.
Hey, you can never have enough security. That's what I always say.
Because this one doesn't have a cupboard. This one does.
Oh. What?
And it is possible that someone is going to come back and walk into that room that Abel's in. So, we are going to shut that door. We are going to knock him out and quickly drag him. And here we have a cupboard. Get crunched, Abel. And in you go. Should have stuck to drumming instead of joining crime syndicates. So that leaves the difficult one. Not difficult to kill, just difficult to deal with without bodies being found. Because this area is busy. Now I know she comes outside, but then what? Do they just go and have that one place where they sit down and is that it? I guess that's always a possibility, is get her suspicious and then get her to follow me, but where to? So yeah, they're going to sit there. She could be lured behind here probably with a throwable, but there are other people around. There's that waiter, and she was talking earlier to resort staff, so they might also be around. I wonder. Have we got time to drag you away before any resort staff that you might have wanted to chat to return? Hisk.
No way.
What are you doing coming in here? Right, okay, no body's found is broken. Damn it. So now that's broken, we don't have to worry too much about subtlety. We just need to worry about getting the job done. Yeah, it's probably quite a few guards who are onto us as well now, because we've triggered a couple of cameras.
that's about it.
But
Imagine the lawsuit.
I'm not too worried about that. Where is she? Oh, she's sunbathing now, so she does actually go to another spot. But it's probably not one that would help us, because it's still out in the open. And yeah, she's well hidden where she is right now. So that gardener knows that we're sus. There's probably quite a few people down there now who are orange, yeah. So going out the front door, not a good idea anymore. If I just dropped that woman and peeked around the corner first before dragging around the corner, then I might have seen what that waiter was up to. And that might have helped, but alas. We are not living in that world. But there we go, there's a clean kill. Now we just need to find our way to safety. Which doesn't involve the front door. Probably involves the basement. Oops.
I mean, I'm the one putting my neck out here and they don't care.
Oops. We appear to have triggered a bunch of things. But that's fine. We don't need the supplier.
You want to buy something?
We don't need the safe. I could potentially pop back up for the safe. I normally would. But combat is apparently happening, so maybe that's not clever right now. I don't like to leave it though. Even though we don't need it, it's part of my MO that I will grab the safe at every opportunity. So let's grab ourselves some ammunition. And I guess we'll work our way back up and see what's going on around the safe.
Sorry.
Now that no bodies found is broken, we can make as many bodies as we like. And yeah, everyone up there now is looking pretty orange. So let's murk a few people.
Look, you don't want to go down.
Courier? You really want to have a go?
Can somebody help me? Please, someone help me over here.
You really shouldn't have had a go.
Oh, huh. Wow. Oh,
Yeah, curious.
I wonder what that could be.
No, who's looking at me? Bam. Safe get. Now, we're about to be aggroed by a bunch of angry guards. That's a bit close for comfort. But we're still alive. Wasn't expecting that guy to deal that much damage to us, but we got the safe and we're gone. That didn't feel terribly Big Pharma, that mission. But I suppose there was a Darkin involved at one point, so yeah, it counts. Now, poison target sensitive, no bodies found again. And eliminate guards with an SMG. That's the worst. How are we supposed to do all of this? At least we've got Submachine Gun Kill Epic as our prestige. So that's fine and dandy. We'll bring a regular pistol. And let's go and see what Ambrose has to offer today.
Welcome to Cuba.
Yeah, Ambrose offers us Cuba. Freelancer Variations strikes again. Now, where are we located? We are here. So this is the freeform train map, pretty much. Except with some changes. It's still Cuba, except this time it's actually Cuba as opposed to being a set. And it's got different people on it. So, what fun times we shall have. Do we know where our targets are? We do, because there's proper map and everything. We've got George out there, Jane there, David there, and Rodion upstairs. That's a lot of people. But most of the people on this map are guards. Therefore, we don't have to kill 4 people and then some guards. We probably just have to kill 4 guards. So, step 1, get a disguise, I guess. Oh wait, that one guy's not a guard. He's a civilian of some sort. At least it's no bodies found and not hide target bodies, so we can leave people in bushes. So step 1, get outfit. Okay, that guy's not hearing that. Might be possible to get one from over here though. Or it might be possible to sneak in here. I mean, we're only trespassing, we're not hostile, so that's good. And out here we're not even trespassing, we're just chilling. So there's our supplier. But she's got nothing for us. Is there an easy way to get a guard outfit over here without anyone getting too concerned? You can get a crowbar. And hop that fence to get back in. Yeah, those front gate guards might not be the best bet for an outfit. Might be best to sneak over here. And there's one of our targets as well. So, yeah. Here's a good bet for an outfit. Mr. Mercenary. In the box you go. And we are appropriately dressed. So, how are we going to deal with target 1? They're both just chilling. This room is pretty wide open, so it's not a good place to be dragging bots to. But we could potentially throw our man back out the window.
Yeah, it's me, parcero.
And then pop him in the box that we just put our last friend in. Because if we come out here, then maybe we can get away with sneaking him around there, like so.
Come on, ¿qué es esta vaina?
Cool. No one has noticed anything. Airfield security is what this guy is called. No, I am kind of concerned about that guy though. But then he turns there, so I don't think he's going to notice if we throw our man out here. No. Good, that's target 1 out the way. A lot of enforcers. Would they be enforcers for the other outfit? No. Interesting. Now, who do we have over here? It's our guy. Not really any obvious opportunities to hide a body though. And then he comes back out here somewhere. That's pretty much the edge of the mission, yeah. So, what's it looking like in here for people? This room's quite empty. There's not a huge amount of folks around. So maybe that's good. Now this guy was drinking from there, I think. Rat poison's over here. Grab that hammer as well, just cause. Maybe we can get away with this. Yeah. Okay, our man's having his drink. He's not going to enjoy it. Where's he going to go? Is there a little subtle toilet somewhere around? Oh, now we're moving into the areas of the map where this outfit's got enforcers. So he's going around there.
Don't even get me started on mine. That whole scheme of hers is just reckless.
And into this loo. Excellent. Anywhere in here to hide people? Doesn't look like it. But maybe that's fine if we don't send anyone else in here. What would happen if we climbed out the window? Yeah, those two guys are pretty much on the ball. So, he's not going to get spotted when we leave this room. Nowhere to really hide those two lads, so there's no point taking those two out. So, yeah, I think that's fine. Are we allowed up here?
I think you got somewhere else to be.
Okie doke, so that's why there's two different outfits, I guess. One's allowed upstairs and the other isn't. So where do we leave our other outfit? I guess we've also got the plain mechanic outfit, but I don't think that's going to really help us. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be allowed upstairs. So, back to mercenary it is. Let's get upstairs without running into enforcers if we can. Good.
At ease, soldier.
So our next target is over there somewhere. He's a guard. Ah, he might be the man who just told us to sod off. And then we've got this room with that guy in it. And this guy. So upstairs man will probably come in here to have a puke if he gets seeked. Where might he get seeked from without anyone getting too excited at us?
Ay, mama. I feel like something's rotting inside of me.
Oh, he's going downstairs. That's a pain. I feel like I've got an extra seeker shot. I fired two, and yet here I am with another shot apparently. So
Okay.
let's just hope he doesn't see the body to the right.
Oh,
Curses, he saw the body to the right.
I've got a body here. Having a look. Just hold on a second.
Yeah, you have a look. Why did you not go to the upstairs bathroom? It was like right next to you. Oh well. Once again, no bodies found. Ruins our day.
Shit!
Yeah.
Back up! Hey man, you gotta help me with this.
Shit. You got one.
You have to find this motherfucker. ¿Entiendes? Mierda!
As soon as no bodies found goes out the window, it's a case of let's massacre everyone.
Hey, hey, hey!
Oh, where are you going?
Juanita, come on, I need help! Hear me! Found the body. Nothing here.
Yeah, there's nothing going on. Kind of concerned about my ammo if I stay here forever, but if they keep standing still,
I see him!
then we're okay. How did he see me? I'm clearly behind a wall. Okay, that guy saw me.
We're dropping like flies here. Oh, okay.
That guy might have seen me as well.
We're still dancing with
It's not the best spot.
still out there, okay? I'll be with you.
No.
Keep him down. Take him down.
Reload.
Not missing.
Right, they're onto me. Oh, that guy is, isn't he?
I think we're good. It's totally quiet here.
Yeah, it's totally quiet here. It's because dead people don't make much noise, my friend.
I lost him. I can't see him.
Yep, he's gone. Maybe we switch back to Trinity for a bit. We can replenish the ammo in that. And we've definitely got 3 kills with the SMG, so that's fine. There's a camera. Now, our man is still just patrolling about. He doesn't seem to know what's going on. It's just everyone else. So I guess we could just go and deal with our man at this point. Oh yeah, there's these lads as well though.
Where the hell is he? Stand down! What's that, Command?
That's them out of the way. Somehow, target isn't on the wiser. Anyone got an SMG, or is it all assault rifle?
Could you possibly ID the bastard? No. All I know it could be you.
Could be that guy.
Escuchas,
Oops. There we go. Right, so all is well. We finished the level. It's not a big level, but it's a cool level. I do like visiting Cuba when it shows up instead of Ambrose. You there? Should probably go down. I mean, there was no need for that at all. Can't shoot through a lot of these windows, I don't think. At least I assume you can. Although that said, the bullet hole is on the wall there rather than anywhere else. Oops, oops. There we go.
Listen, Mrs. Dral, I got nothing on the stairs.
Yeah, okay. Science tells us that you can shoot through that window. I'm sorry about that guy who happened to be in the way. Made sacrifices for science. But someone had to.
I need to call something in now.
Something else you need to call in, my friend.
No problem.
Right, you're civilian. You stay out my way and all will be well.
Group and hit him hard.
What do you mean, combat? Get dead. Probably just sneak away at this point, but I'm kind of curious about this exit over here, because this wasn't here in the training version of this map, and it looks like it requires a key. Yeah, missing a key. So where would one get a key for a helicopter? That guy hasn't dropped one. It's probably sat around inside somewhere, so we should probably go and have a look.
Hey! Don't let him get away! What? For the love of God, please! I need
You didn't notice things. Bloody compromising me. He didn't see me do anything. He just saw that I was in the vicinity of the crime, put 2 and 2 together. Which admittedly makes him smarter than most people on the map.
All the people that have to be hit, and I get the one away.
Come on, assholes. I need some answers. What's our fucking status here? I can't see anything. I think we're okay.
Alright, so it looks like they're protecting that guy. Maybe he's the target if you do this in non-freelancer mode. Why are you pointing your gun at me? Prick. Suddenly they realised it was me for some reason. I don't get that at all.
Over there.
Shit! Oh, that hurt my head, you son of a bitch!
That was the point, my friend. No key in this room by the look of it. It's possible it's on that guy who is the target. It's hard to say. At least it is until I knock him out. So there's a guy down there who knows me, apparently. Shouldn't be too hard to take a bunch of people out from up here. Let's have a look. Are they all undercover though? Well, that guy isn't.
Stay with the boss. We gotta get out. Hey, are you there? Boy, yo, let's really have a head.
Okay, they might be coming back upstairs.
There's anyone
Cash.
out there. Show your damn face right now.
Yeah, keep going, friend.
Nothing here.
Good man. So my compromiser is in there.
Somebody's ambushing the place.
All right, we're clear. Let's move. We cornered. Keep the boss safe.
Right, yeah, that guy is the boss. I don't know who he is. And he didn't have a key on him.
Move to a better position.
Very well. So the next logical spot would be the main room where the Commandante hangs out. No, it's a letter opener. There's no helicopter key, so I guess the next logical spot would be somewhere down in the hangar where the mechanics hang out, because they could potentially be looking after the helicopter for our man. No one's searching anymore. We might have murked everyone. Aha! So this man, one of the bits of collateral damage, he is the one who holds the helicopter key, and that will allow us to escape. Thanks, Cuba. Now all that stands between us and victory is scale. No bodies found this time, thankfully, but there is no witnesses, so it could still be tricky. We need poisoned guards and a target with a sedative. And then we need to murk the target, perhaps with a something. Although we could neutralise the lookout. That would allow us to take out the target with like a small gun or something like that. So we'll bring both Seeker and Karma. Now, what does the target do? They smoke and they are nervous. Okie doke. Hat, grey hair, glasses, no jewellery. Should all be fine? Question mark? Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's scale. Scale's always fine. And here we are. So potentially regular everyday scale. It's night time.
Ah, one more I see. Won't you
So
join
I
us?
feel like that
I
is
see
the
someone's
case.
in a hurry to get inside.
And yes, we are in a hurry to get inside, so shut up, Mr. Ark Society. We have targets in the lower courtyard. Black-haired target.
Well, one thing I like.
Now, you're looking very nervous and paranoid there, my friend. Oh, and you're having a smoke, and you've got all of the stuff that we need in terms of appearance. Well, it's just you, isn't it? Basically. You are the man. If it wasn't for people in here, we could potentially lure you in, but alas.
I know that.
So what do we do? Because we need to sedative you, but that's about it. Now you've gone in there anyway,
Downside to the middle class upbringing.
so that's potentially promising. Because if we stand here and seek you, then you're going to come into this bathroom. And then maybe we karma you once you're in here. There we go. Poison target sedative done. Target crunched. World's easiest showdown complete. What have you dropped? Some sort of remote explosive. Very nice. So we just need to poison a guard and neutralize a lookout.
Toward the old 3-bedroom suite that I purchased back in 08 when the plans for the Arctic.
There is a lookout nearby. It's probably that guy. No witnesses. So maybe we want to deal with some cameras. Maybe we want to climb this pipe. Those guys kind of thought they saw something, but they didn't really. Yeah, no one's seen anything sufficiently for it to be a problem. Now those two lads up there heard that, but that's fine. Because they don't care enough to come and look at it. We can sneak up behind them, perhaps. Yeah, there's a third man over there, though. If I could take down these three guys quietly, that'd be an outfit, you see. But yeah, you go back and stand there. You turn around and go back to your thing. Okay, this guy's now standing over here. Good enough. Now at this point we could probably just take out a lookout from up here without too much problem. Once we can figure out who they are once again. But it would be nice, I think, to deal with these two lads.
Go see what that
Definitely didn't miss a shot there. That was a deliberate distraction shot to get that guy to move away. Yeah, definitely wasn't just me being terrible once again. Cool. So, what was the plan? The plan was take out security. So, if we go down over here somewhere, that should be an option. Not security, cameras. That's the one. It's like security, but different. Although now I've gone too far, haven't I? It's between these two buildings that we want to be. There we go. Now, as for poisoning a guard, there's plenty in here that we can choose from. Oh, there's some over here. And we've got an exit point here if we want it as well. Seeker.
I don't think this
Cool.
is good at all.
So that's that guy bombing. Keeps him busy while we deal with these other two, perhaps. Let's just wait for him to wait for the door to close. Good. Now, it's those two taken out. Can we just throw them down here? We can. Oops. Piss! Accidentally finished the campaign. I knew that was a risk, but I didn't think it would happen. But there we go, Slow But Steady is complete. 50 campaigns finished. Those pesky lookouts survived, but I don't think we'll worry too much about that. The main thing is, we finished Big Pharma, and now it's time to judge it. And my view on Big Pharma is... it's not great. It's like half of the optional objectives are like no bodies found or high target bodies, and that completely goes against the whole point of poisoning, which is that you can kill people in plain view and get away with it. So there's a conflict there that stops you from really using a lot of poison a lot of the time. So that's not ideal for one thing, and secondly, it just feels like the default method to play in general is dart guns because they're so powerful. So doing Big Pharma as a campaign just means you're basically playing normally. So although it went well, and although we got a fair number of perfects, although we didn't get any today, I don't think I'm going to rate Big Pharma terribly high on the list. So for now, it can sit in position number 3 behind arms trafficking and assassination, but I don't think it's going to stay that high once we get to the others. Next up though is going to be a break from the deep dives once again. We've got another challenge to complete before I prestige again, and that is going to be item roulette. So if you've seen challenge roulette before now, then you'll have a good idea of what it entails. And if you haven't seen challenge roulette, I mean, you could probably guess anyway, it's in the name. But hopefully you'll be there next week to watch us start that challenge. And until then, thanks for watching, friends. I'll see you soon.